Concentrix is one of the top company here in the Philippines. Today, we are one with the team hiring manager of Concentrix, Ms. Michelle Diaz.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you please introduce yourself first?
By the way, my name is Michelle Diaz and you can call me Mitch. I've started working in the BPO industry, formerly known as Stream Converges, turned into Concentrix last 2015, and I've been in the company for 7 years already.
That's a lot of time. When did you start working with BPO?
2015. Before it was Concentrix, it was originally known as Stream. And then when the company was bought by Converges for 2 years, and eventually it went to Concentrix.
Can you tell us how many times did you apply for the job to get hired?
Well, I considered myself lucky because I only applied once. I applied in the BPO industry after working in one of the well-known fast food industry in the Philippines. It's a one-day process only, and I was hired same day I applied.
Why do you consider working in BPO?
Well, it's not really a consideration, but of course, at first, it would be a big adjustment since from working student in a fast food industry going to a corporate world, it's really hard. However, the company helped my growth, and I think I would always consider working in this kind of company because it helped me become who I am today.
I'm glad to hear that. If you don't mind asking, what is your educational attainment?
I'm a graduate of communication in Adamson University. So I graduated last 2015 while I was working in the BPO industry. So I think, again, I consider myself lucky because the company allowed me to study and work at the same time.
Good for you. What is your goal? What is the company goals and objectives?
The company's goal is to make sure that we'll still be on top, even though we have a lot of competitors. There's a lot of companies to, let's say, there's a lot of people are actually applying for BPO industry, and I know Concentrix is one of the biggest company in not just in the Philippines, but it's well known internationally. But our goal is to provide excellent customer service with excellent outcomes. We actually don't have a specific vision. It's more on the goals. And our goal is to, we don't just do business. We don't just deal with clients. We wanted to help the employees achieve their dreams and goals and to serve the customers that are waiting for our responses.
May I know the mission and vision of your company?
The mission of the company is to provide reach and diversity. We wanted to, again, provide excellent customer service with excellent outcomes. As of the moment, we focus more on the goals by providing customer satisfaction.
Can you describe the working culture of the company?
I think what I enjoy the most in working in Concentrix is the leadership program and excellent customer service. Even if we are already a leader, we are already managers. The company itself makes sure that leaders are still learning every day. There's a lot of leadership trainings and mentorship, and they are not just focusing with the leaders themselves, but they are also focusing on the employees' growth.
How do you describe the pace of work?
It's really a fast-paced environment. There's a lot of changes because, as what they've said, that change is inevitable. We have to deal with it, and if you're going to ask if it's tiresome, yes.
Yes, it is really tiresome.
It's tiresome, but if you know your motivation, if you know how hard it is to start in this kind of industry, um, I don't think that I can say that you'll never get tired. But for as long as you enjoy the company, for as long as you enjoy the peers and your friends and colleagues, you'll never notice that you're already working for years. Just like what I'm doing right now. When I was still an agent, when I was still a working student, it's really hard because I'm working during night. I'm attending classes during the day. It's really hard, and there would be times that you'll think of resigning because you know that education would be way better than exceeding in your work or exceeding in your job. But to be honest, um, working in this kind of industry helped me become again the person that I am today.
Thank you, Mrs. Michelle Diaz. I'm curious about this. How do you handle problems or complaints in your company?
I think it's very general, but just to give you a quick background of the account or the program that we are handling, the company that I am serving for is located in Canada. We're dealing with Canadian customers that are really nicer comparing to other customers. What we do is to help them understand like complex billing concerns. It's more on focusing on services. If you are familiar with those radios installed in their vehicles and the public utility vehicles here in the Philippines, we work something like that. Just like Spotify, we're a service provider in Canada. We have the attitude of customer is always right, but there would always be times and instances where you have to be firm and you have to be truthful of the process that you have. You can always explain things to them without them getting offended. So I think Concentrix already gave and is still giving the best training programs for our employees and for our agents to make sure that we are serving the customers right. If they are irate, if they are upset, if they are adamant to like disconnect their services, of course we have to get their feedback, we have to get their comments, we have to get their opinions so that we can provide a better service in the future just in case that they're still not satisfied. But with the experience that I have with the program that I have right now, I think we already gave an excellent customer service, which is why we still have a lot of customers coming in.
As a team manager of your company, how are you going to differentiate between your company and other company, same as your industry?
With Concentrix, I think I will not last for 7 years. I won't stay long enough in this company if they are not giving, you know, an excellent benefit. And I think even if you're already on a higher position, they still have or they're still giving time in making sure that they have interactions with the employees. They are not just a higher, let's say, managers, because I'm already a manager, but of course there are still higher ups aside from me. If you are in this kind of industry, you'll know that there would always be friends and colleagues that would turn into families, and I think Concentrix gave me all of those.
That's so true. Actually, I did try to apply for a job and the standards are high.
Yeah, it's high. That is because wanted to make sure that all of the customers and the clients are satisfied with the work that we have.
How are you dealing with people who degrades call center agent because of their education?
At first, it's quite offensive because it's just an assumption that employees of the BPO industry are undergraduate. However, if you're already started working in the company itself, you'll know that like 70 to 80% of the employees are graduates. Some of them are already professionals, licensed teacher. They already achieved their let's say their goals. They have already pursued their own careers. But the thing is, it's really different if you're working in the BPO industry. So as of the moment, I don't feel offended anymore. That is because behavior and attitudes of the employees are better than being a graduate.